Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. So we're going to do a showcase for the awakening for this INT Android 18. She was a previous World Tournament reward that has gotten her awakening with the release of this World Tournament. I did talk about her in yesterday's video, so we'll very briefly go over again what she does. Her super attack, she stacks attack and defense by 30% for 3 turns. So you can get a couple of stacks on that, so I gave her a little bit more additional than crit. And then her passive, she has base attack and defense 100%. She gets an additional 80% for 3 turns after receiving an attack. She has a built-in 50% chance to dodge. And then she gets an additional attack 180% for 3 turns after evading an attack. So, just like Videl, for her to be at her best, you want her to dodge an attack and be hit by an attack. Now, unfortunately, there are no attacks in slot 1. So, we'll just have to leave her here and hope that she doesn't kill, and then in these follow-up attacks actually dodges one of them, because then next turn we can see her with both those parts of her passive activated. Yeah, you can see here, like, not even a million attack stat. It's only got 3 links active, but can we dodge this? Alright, so we get hit by this, so and then we dodge. Alright, perfect. So next turn we're going to have an extra 80% attack and defense, and we have that massive attack buff as well. So we get a bit of a heal off of 21, and then the LR androids can come in and take him out here. Remember, the 18 was getting no attack support on this rotation because the AGL LR androids only provide defensive support. So we got this rotation set up. We had to start on turn 3 because typical showcase luck, Android 18 was in slot 7. But we'll go ahead and do this, and then that leaves us a nice selection of INT orbs on the side there for her to pick up. So she does stack the attack and defense multiple times off of her super attack, but we're going to see her with her passive fully activated, because both of her passive effects, the one for dodging and the one for being attacked, last for 3 turns. So they will both be active on this turn, and she has 1 super attack stack already. So her attack stat is obviously going to jump up by a huge amount, because we have the we're not going to kill here, right? Because we actually have the best link set up here if we put her in the middle. So her defense is now 200k. I didn't check where it was on turn 1, stupidly. But that's with the 80% buff from the passive and 1 stack from her super attack effect. But yeah, she has 180% extra attack for the secondary part of her passive as well. So her attack stat should be much more impressive here than it was on the first turn. And now that she's linked up with Future 18, then she's obviously got more links active here. So Future 18 hasn't had any chance to stack, so her attack stat's nothing too crazy. And then let's see what we get here from INT Android 18. Oh yeah, see now straight away, look at that. Look at that difference, 2.9. So it went up by over 2 million, and there's the additional as well. So with that third super, that's her basically fully built up. So 3 million attack stat at level 1 links. So 3 million attack, over 200k defense, 50% chance to dodge. That's actually pretty good for, you know, technically we classify World Tournament units as free-to-play units. So for a free-to-play card, that is pretty decent for her. Decent defense with a 50% chance to dodge. And then the attack stat, obviously it's not the highest attack stat in the world, but pretty decent. And then this rotation of these guys together is obviously going to be very strong here. Can't get any super attacks, but with the way this rotation is going to play out, we should probably one-turn these guys here. Or maybe not, if we're not getting crits. Alright, we do have all type neutral here. Yeah, no crit. Crit for the LR androids, but alright, so unfortunately, very annoying that this be the case, but we'll go ahead and put you in slot 1, see if we can get that passive activated again for you. It's the only annoying thing about these units that have passives that are for a certain number of turns. So we dodge the attack. Is she going to kill? She does, okay. Ideally, she would probably not kill and then get hit by that second attack, but we'll see how this plays out here. So Android 21 going to transform, get a nice little bit of health back. I think we're on full health now anyway. And then we'll go ahead and float her off. So yeah, I mean, honestly, just at like first glance from these first couple of turns, like this INT Android 18, pretty decent for the awakening. The problem is, of course, that whilst you can use the same name units on the team, they don't link up at all. And in terms of other Android 18s, I'm trying to think, like the STR1 Kissing Krillin from the barbershop, I think maybe is better for the team overall because she's a support unit. She lowers attack on super, which is obviously useful in some events. She can get additional super attacks by there being android allies on rotation with her, so she definitely has a lot of utility. Whereas this Android 18, I feel like she's kind of the option you bring if you don't have as many strong options on your Android team. She can be a very good unit to put in slot 1 with that chance to dodge. Obviously, turn 1 is where she's going to look the weakest. But here, with the defensive support, yeah, so you can see her passive has worn off from the defense because we took a hit in the previous turn, didn't we? So we should have, unless that was the final turn for this, because that was her 3rd appearance. So her defense is back to being very low here. So let's go ahead and do this. We've got type advantage at least on this turn. But yeah, this is the most annoying thing, as I was saying, with these units that have like a number of turns for their buff. So we get the dodge. Her getting the dodge before attacking is obviously very good, because that's how we get the extra 180% attack. And now we get hit as well. So at least on the next turn, we have both of her full buffs again. But it just means you're going to have annoying situations like this where you have turns where basically her full passive is not active and you have to get it to reactivate again, which means taking a hit and dodging. 50% chance to dodge is not terrible, plus she has a separate 5% chance to dodge because she's an INT unit, so obviously she has level 5 dodge. I wouldn't give her any more than that personally. So yeah, she's got the 50% chance and then a separate 5% chance, because obviously dodging is great, but you don't want her to dodge every single attack because you want those other parts of her passive to get built up as well. So good old tutorial when I transfer my thing over to the phone. So the Dokkan attack, we might as well get it. We are going to kill him here anyway. I don't know if we probably would have killed him without all the nodes, but we do have type disadvantage. The Dokkan meter going surprisingly slow. Good thing about the Awakenings for the World Tournament is obviously they become available in the game as soon as the World Tournament starts. So if you have the unit and you have the Master's Mark medals already, you can just go ahead and awaken them. At time of recording, I think the World Tournament has been active for like 10 hours and I still haven't even started playing it yet because I don't really care about grinding this one that much. And yeah, I just haven't started yet. So we're going to be able to see you with your full passive. So this is actually a good turn again to have her in the middle slot, because her passive is fully activated now, and her super attack effect should be on maximum number of stacks, as we've already supered multiple times here. So we'll go ahead and see this extra turn. This is again with no support for her, but I mean, I think that's pretty decent. You know, the numbers that we've been seeing so far without any support. We are using a friend 21 leader as well, 1.45. So I feel like that's too low. Even though she got hit in the previous turn, so her 180% one should be active. Unless they're... the problem is they can be active on different turns, depending on when the first turn that they activated was. And this is one of the biggest problems that Dokkan has had forever, I guess, with units that have these passives that either only last for a certain number of turns, or they only have a chance to activate at the start of the turn and stuff like that, is there's no identifier in the game as to whether they're active or not. So, like, for a unit like this in 18, it would be really, really good if you could just go into, like, the menu, or at least, even if it was, like, part of the bit where you hold down over their picture to see the links active and stuff like that. It'd be really useful if somewhere we could see, like, which parts of her passive are actually active, or, like, how many turns they've been active for, something like that, so you could actually help, you know, plan out your turns and everything. Because, like I said, with the way her kit works, I feel like this 18 is designed to be a slot 1 unit. But on the turn where her, like, defense, the attack and defense buff passive, like, while that's not active, then obviously she's not going to be looking all that good. She gets a lot of extra links in the middle here. But obviously I do want her to be taking and dodging attacks to try and keep that passive active as much as possible. Because again, like I just said, we have no way to know whether, like, this is the last turn, or if she's still got one more turn of it. Dodge this. Get both the buffs for this turn. Okay. So we didn't get the dodge. So I don't think she has the attack buff active still, because only 1.3. I mean, we've already seen a higher attack stat from her from that. So that kind of shows you, I guess, how she can act in one of these events if you don't get good RNG, because we didn't dodge any of those 4 attacks despite the 50% chance and then the extra 5%. And you really are relying on getting at least one dodge probably every turn, in fact, just to make sure that you're keeping that part of her passive active, because otherwise her attack stats are just really not impressive. So obviously for this showcase, she is only link level 1. I, would never have link leveled that 18 before she awakened, and honestly, I probably won't bother link leveling her now. She'll get a little bit of a buff from having those advanced link levels, but unfortunately, I feel like this 18 is probably only really going to be good as an option for free-to-play players who don't have as strong options for their Android team. Like for me personally, my Android box is pretty stacked, so there's no way I would ever bring her on my Android team for any event really that I can think of. So it's a bit disappointing. Of course, because she's a World Tournament reward, like depending on how much you play the World Tournament, even if you are a free-to-play player or a newer player who started after the World Tournament where she was the reward, then potentially you don't even have her anyway. So a little bit weird. I feel like they should make the awakenings for these World Tournament cards really crazy, since we have to wait so long for them to come out. But it is what it is. So we'll see one last attack stat. Unless she dodges one of these attacks in slot 1, then we're not going to see her with the full passive. There we go. That's all we need to see. So what are we going to get on this final turn? 2.65. We've still had higher than that before. So it's just the problem with having these for 3 turns passives, because now they're all in flux of like which ones are active and which ones aren't. But hey ho, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think down below. Did you awaken this 18? Have you tried her out? Would you actually use her on your Android team? Let me know down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.